We're going to start with our warm-up. Start in standing if you're going to be working out primarily in standing. Sitting if you're going to be working out primarily in sitting. And let's start by taking one hand, put it on your belly. One hand, put it on your chest. Practice some easeful diaphragmatic breathing, belly breathing. As you inhale, your belly should rise first, followed by your chest. Exhale, it should all fall down. This should be an easeful breath. You should feel calm. You should feel minimal amount of stress. I want you to come back to this form of breathing every time we take a rest break or whenever you feel like the exercise or you're just getting a little bit too hot and sweaty for you. All right? Take 2 more breaths like this. All right. Continue with the easeful breathing as you gently side bend your head to the right and then to the left. Getting that gentle stretch on the sides of your neck. There we go. And then we're going to ease into expanding the range of this side bend, incorporating the rest of your body. Starting to wiggle side to side. If you're in standing, you're going to shift your weight from one foot to the other as you shift. But make sure you're going straight to the side. Imagine like you're stuck between 2 walls, one to the front and one to the back of you. Similar deal with those of you who are in a chair. Side bending, side to side. Let your hands slide straight down to the ground. Good. And then we're going to work on turning our head right and then left. Working on getting a different kind of stretch in your neck. There we go. And then start to expand this rotation through the rest of your body. Start to turn it into a global twist. Do everything you got. If you're in a chair, you're going to take one hand around and put one on your knee. Give yourself a little extra boost. Twist through. If you're in standing, you're going to be shifting your weight still from one foot to the other as you twist. Think about looking past your shoulder. Good. Next, we're going to start to swing our arms side to side, kind of like if you were playing golf. Now, this is a very sloppy golf form, so ideally don't go swing golf clubs like this. But I hope the visual helps. Swing side to side. If you're in a chair, you're just hinging forward a little bit. Starting to increase the amplitude of our movements. Still working on that easeful breath. Good. And then we're going to take our arms up and overhead. Waving your hands up in the air like you don't care. Put a lighter in your hand. Swing it around like you're at a concert. Swinging side to side. Good. And then we're going to take our arms around in a circle. Bring your arms down to the ground. Reaching up over to the right and then overhead. If you're in standing, you're going to do a little squat as you come down. Stand up as your arms come up overhead. If you're sitting, you're going to hinge down to the ground and hinge back up as your arms come up overhead. Reach through your fingertips. Good. And then reverse it. So now going down to the ground, up to the left, and around. So this would now be clockwise. Reaching around, making sure you keep a flat back. Whether you're hinging in a chair or standing doing the squats. Good. Good, and then let's go into some jumping jacks. Hopping in place, arms come up overhead, and then down by your side, feet hop apart, and then together. If the hopping doesn't feel good, you're simply gonna be moving your arms overhead and quickly back down. This is the same for standing or seated. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next are going to be our split jacks. Arms come across horizontally, wide open, and then close shut. Big bear hug across your body. Alternate the top arm. Your feet hop in a split stance. So one foot's in front of the other, and you alternate. If the hopping doesn't feel good to you, you're simply going to be standing in place, doing these back slappers. Good. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. So everyone's heart rate should be a bit elevated at this point. Who feels like they need to be more warmed up, huh? Anybody? Anybody? No? All right. Let's get to our practice rounds here. So first up is going to be that single arm row. So this is where you need your backpack full of weights. So if you're going to be doing this in standing, we're going to take a split stance. So right now I'm going to pull with my right arm. I have my right leg in back, my left leg in front. I'm hinging down, keeping a flat back. And I'm going to pull that backpack up towards my right hip and then lower back down, keeping everything square and level. This is the single arm row. For our seated athletes, you're going to hinge forward in your chair, keeping your chest square the entire time, and then pull the backpack or the weights on your right side to your right hip. Get that squeeze in your upper back and the back of your shoulder. Try to keep everything as square as possible. If you need a little bit of assist for your core, you can put one arm down on your leg or on any other stable surface in front of you. But if you can stabilize yourself, keep your arm off your lap, make your abdominals work for you. And then one thing to note, if you're using a backpack, you can always tighten up the straps on your shoulder straps. That way the bag won't wiggle quite as much and you'll have less play to have to manage as you're going through the workout. All right. Any questions on the single arm rows? Good? All right. So let's keep on moving here. Next up is going to be that single arm overhead press. So Summer, be mindful here. We're going to start in a front rack position. Everyone's going to be standing or sitting up tall with good posture. Chest is wide and elevated. You want to poke your elbow forward. And from here, press that weight up over your head and lower back down with your elbow still pointing forward. Just like that. Work on getting full elongation at the top end of the range of motion. All right. And make sure you practice both sides. Get a feel for the weight and what's appropriate for you. All right. Good. Any questions on the single arm overhead press? All right. Good. It's an oldie but a goodie. Next up is going to be the lunges for our standing athletes and push-up and overs for our seated athletes. So, standing athletes, we're going to be doing a lunge. You're going to have the option of adding a weight to the front if you feel like you need an added challenge. For the lunges, we're just going to be alternating, stepping one foot back and up, and step the other foot back and up. Keep your chest up the entire time. You do not need the weight. You can simply do lunges standing in place. If you need a little bit of balance assist, you can hold on to a stable surface, step back, and then up, alternating. If you need a little bit of security with the lunge, you can put a chair behind you, step back, sit into the chair, lunge up, and then step back, and then lunge up. If you want to do some squats instead, you have the option to do that. So you can do freestanding squats, or you can give yourself some hand assist as you do your squats. All right, so those are the squats. For the push-up and overs, so this is where, for our seated athletes, ideally you're going to do this on the ground, but we have an option for in the chair. What you're going to do, you're going to have your backpack or your bolster, whatever you have for today. You're going to set yourself up in your push-up position of choice, whether that be push-up on your feet, on your knees, or on your hips, and then lower down one side, push up, and then go over to the other side. So you're pushing up and then over. So you have the options of a full push-up, a knee push-up, a hip push-up. If you have an additional bolster, you can do a bolstered push-up underneath your torso. For our athletes who maybe have a hard time getting onto the ground, you can do these push-ups on an elevated surface here. So here I put the backpack on a table. I'm going to roll my chair up to the elevated surface, lean out forward as far as I can within my base of support, and then lower to one side, press up, going side to side. All right, so that's the push-up and over. Any questions on the lunges or the push-ups and overs? Good? Yasmin, did the lunges feel okay?
I don't think so. So I'll probably stick to squats or, yeah, thank you.
Do what feels good, squats or the push-ups. All right, let's keep moving then. Next up are the floor or table scrubbers. So this is where you're gonna need one towel. For the floor scrubbers, you're gonna place that towel on the ground. You have your weights. Here I have a backpack with some stuff in it that weighs them. You're gonna lie down on your stomach. And then from here, you're gonna grab hold to both ends of the towels. You have the backpack on top of the towel. And then you're gonna slide that backpack to the right, and then to the left, and then back and forth. Make sure that you keep your chest just slightly elevated off the ground. Make sure you still breathe as you're twisting side to side. The more friction is in the system, so if you're on carpet, it's probably gonna be harder than on hardwood floor, and the more weight you have, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging. For our athletes who wanna stay in the chair today, you can set this up on a table. So right here, I put the towel on top of the table, backpack on top of that towel, rolling the chair up to that table. And then from here, I'm gonna lean forward and slide that backpack side to side. This is gonna be engaging those abdominal obliques. All right. Any questions on floor or table scrubbers? Yes, what's your question?
Do you keep your back engaged, like with this arch when you're on the ground?
Very slight one.
Okay.
Very slight one. Like if you've done yoga and low cobra, it's kind of like that.
Okay, cool.
All right. Next up, last one in the circuit is the rainbow slam. This is everyone's favorite. We're gonna take your slam ball, towel, pillow, whatever you have that's soft and cushy. And for our standing athletes, you're gonna start with that ball to one side. Right now I have it to my right. You're gonna squat down to it, pick it up over your head, throw it down, squat down to meet the ball at the ground, stand up with it, and throw it down. And the idea is to go continuously back and forth. Same thing for our seated athletes. You're gonna start with that ball down on the ground, hinge forward, pick it up, bring it over your head, throw it down, pick it up, throw it down. Now, if you got downstairs neighbors that you're concerned about, you can opt to not release the ball when you're bringing it down. Just hold on to it. As you perform the rainbow slam. Make sure you're performing a squat or a hinge to get down as you're performing that rainbow slam. All right. Any questions on rainbow slams? We good? Who's ready to work out? I am. Good. I see hands up in the air. No one cares. Let's get going. So let me pull up my stopwatch.
Everyone cares.
I was making a pop culture reference, okay?
All right, I'll give that to you, Brendan. It's the last one.
Yeah. Come on. Cut me some slack. So let's get started. We're going to go with those single arm rows to start. Grab your weights. Start in your standing or seated position of choice. And let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Work that single arm row. Keeping a flat back as you pull to your hip. Focus on easeful breathing. as you perform the movement. Same thing, seated, you want to be hinged forward, pull to your hip. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch side and pull on the left side. Keep your chest square and wide as best you can. Engage in your core to hold yourself upright against gravity. Keep pulling. Get that squeeze between your shoulder blades and the back of your shoulder. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's transition to single arm overhead presses. Remember, we're in a front rack, elbow points forward. You press up overhead, lower down, elbow still points forward. Keep it going. Easy breathing. Keep yourself vertical. Good posture is key here. Avoid slouching as best you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right, into your front rack and press overhead. Keep your elbow forward as best you can. That's it. Focus on solid posture, solid presses. All right. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to your lunges or push-up and overs. All right. So, seated athletes, or if you're taking a push-up variation, that push-up and over, you set up on hands and knees, on feet, whatever. Both hands on the bag or the bolster, lower down to one side, then push back up, both hands on the bolster, going side to side for that push up and over. For those of you doing the lunges, stepping back and up, alternating the leg, giving yourself some support if you need, or performing squat variations. Whichever one feels better to you. Keep it going though. We got less than 10 seconds left. Keep breathing. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Next, we're gonna go into those floor scrubbers. Take your towel, put it on the ground or on the table, whichever version you're taking, floor or table scrubbers. Put your backpack, your weights on top of that towel and grab both ends and scrub the floor or scrub the table. Work on maintaining your breathing as you pull side to side. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Steady pace, steady rhythm. Working on maintaining your breathing as best you can. You guys are almost there. We got less than 10 seconds left on this exercise and the rest of the circuit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Take a rest break. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Slam balls. Slam balls. All right, grab your slam ball. Take your ball by your side, pick it up, throw it down. Pick it up, throw it down. Let's go. Whoop. Keep it going. Working side to side. If that ball is squirrely on you, go get it. Just pick it up, get back into what you're doing. And remember, if you got downstairs neighbors who make a fuss, just don't let go of the slam ball. Working it side to side. Keep it going. Keep breathing. That's it, you guys. For real, we got 10 seconds left of this circuit. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Take a rest break. Whew. All right. How was that first round? Good? All right. Does anyone need any modifications or more time on transitions?
I could use a second to get off the floor from the scrubbers, sitting back up into the rainbow slam.
Okay. Yeah. You
Thank
can
you.
also do the rainbow slams in long sit, though.
Oh, that's good. Maybe I'll just stay down then. I'll try that next round.
Back to the demo of that one. Yeah, long sit, rainbow slams. You're here, pick it up. Going side to side. Thank you for reminding me about that variation, Bonnie. All right, good. But otherwise, everyone else feeling good? All right, solid. So let's take a few more seconds here to catch your breath. All right, get a little swig of water, and we're gonna get started in about 10 seconds here. So get that last gulp of water, get one more gulp of air. Let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Single arm rows. Set yourself up, grab your weights, pull that weight to your hip, and pull. Get that squeeze in your upper back, between your shoulder blades. And one little form cue here, if you're doing this in standing, make sure both feet point forward. That forces you to be just a little bit more stable. As you pull, keep your chest wide and square. That's going to help better engage your abdominals with this movement. Switch sides. All right, so if you're doing the right side, do the left side now. Switching your stance, switching your hands. Get that squeeze between your shoulder blades. Keep going with that steady rhythm and steady breathing. If you can coordinate your breathing and your movements, that's extra bonus points. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to your single arm overhead press. Go into your front rack position and push that weight over your head and back down. Make sure you keep your elbow pointed forward the entire time. That part's critical here. Stay upright and tall as best as you can. Work on steady movement and steady breathing. All right. Just got a few more seconds left on this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Flip it over to the other side and press over your head. Lower down. Elbow points forward the entire time. Work on steady presses, easeful motion, or breathing, easeful breathing. That's it. Almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition to your lunges, your push-up and overs, or maybe even that squat variation. Keep your chest up. Whichever version you're doing, your chest should be wide. Wide chest leads to good postures. Whether you're doing push-ups, lunges, squats, it's all good for you. A wide chest is an athletic position. Athletic positions are powerful positions. All right, keep it going. Keep breathing. Working your push-ups if you're doing those. Keep your chest wide. That's it. Almost there. We got less than 15 seconds left. Actually, less than 10 seconds left. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Floor or table scrubbers. All right. Set up with whatever variation works best for you today. Always take the variation that fits your body here. All right. And get scrubbing. Working it side to side. Holding that towel at each end. That's it. Keep it going. Almost there. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to your slam balls. So if you're on the ground, you can roll on up to long sit. Take your towel ball. Boom. Work it side to side. Or you can do this in standing. One side to side, make sure you squat down to the ball, or you can do this from a chair. Hinge forward, pick it up, throw it down. Hinge forward, pick it up, throw it down. Work it, work it, work it, work it. Slam that ball down. If you are on a single story house, on the bottom floor of a building, let it rip, make as much noise as you want. If you don't like your downstairs neighbors, let it rip. All right, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Take a break. Woo! How are we doing after 2 rounds here? Yeah? All right. I like that enthusiasm. Yeah. Is anyone feeling like any of the exercises are particularly hard or too challenging? Does anyone need a regression? All right. So you might be feeling good right now, but we got 2 more rounds left. So in these last 2 rounds is where I want you to really pay attention to your body and how you feel. If you start to notice that the quality of your motion is going down or something doesn't quite feel right, you need to take a regression or just take a break and then come back into the movement when you feel recuperated and ready to move well. Always focus on moving well before you move a lot. All right? I want quality over quantity. Now, without further ado, we got round 3. Ready? Let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Single arm rows. Pull that weight to your hip. All righty. Work on an steady breathing. Steady rhythms as you pull. All right, keeping your chest wide here. I mentioned before, a wide chest leads to an athletic posture, and athletic postures are powerful postures. Keep it going. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides and pull. Keep pulling to your hip. Get that squeeze in the back of your shoulder and between your shoulder blades. You might even feel this in your core, resisting a rotational movement from that weight. We call that an anti-rotation. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, we're going into that single arm overhead press. Stay up tall. Again, wide chest. Press up overhead. Elbow forward the entire time. Maintaining that athletic position. In this overhead press, you are also engaging your core. You're resisting a lateral flexion on the weights. So that would be an anti-lateral flexion. Ways that we trick your core into working here. Switch sides. All right. Again, front rack, elbow forward, press up overhead, lower down under control. Working that anti-lateral flexion in your abdominals. If you don't feel that anti-lateral flexion, you think that's too easy, try standing on one leg, preferably the leg opposite of your pressing arm. And you'll really feel it if you're doing this in standing. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lunges and push-up and overs. Taking your position, take the variation that fits you, whether it be the lunge, the squat, or the push-up and over. Take the variation that's going to make you work hard today, challenge yourself, but still move well. Wide chest for all the movements. Stay athletic. Stay smooth in your movement. Stay smooth in your breathing. Keep it going. Almost there. We got less than 10 seconds left. Keep it up. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Floor or table scrubbers. All right, I think everyone's doing floor scrubbers today. So I'm gonna keep setting up for that floor scrubber. Lay out that towel, lie on your stomach, and pull side to side. Good. For anyone who might be watching the recording of this later, I'm going to set up the table scrubber. I've been doing the floor one all day long. Towels on the table, chairs rolled up to the table, and then weights on top of the towel. And then I'm pulling that towel side to side. Working my core, engaging my obliques. Keep breathing. That's it, you guys. We got less than 10 seconds left. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Work those rainbow slams. Start with the weight, the ball on the ground. Squat down, hinge down, pick it up, throw it down to the other side. Keep it going side to side. Take the variation that fits you best. Whether you're doing this in long sit, in a chair, or in standing. All right. Keep it moving. Keep a wide chest. Wide chest, wide chest, wide chest. You're going to hear me saying this all day. Wide chest, athletic postures, strong postures, agile postures. Lean, slam balling machines. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Woo. All righty. All right, that was 3 rounds down, 1 to go. Who's got gas in the tank? I like it. We got gas in the tank. We got water, I presume, maybe tequila. All right. Let's take some time to slow things down a little bit. We got 1 more round left, so wind things down just a bit. Remember, I want you to move well, quality over quantity. And if you're really amped up, sometimes it can be hard to have that quality. So make sure you have that optimum amount of stimulus. You want to be calm, but you also want to be ready to rock and roll. All right. We got 5 seconds left. Let's get in position. Grab your bags, grab your weights. Let's get ready for 1 more round. Get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull that weight to your hip. There we go. Keep a wide chest. Get that squeeze between your shoulder blades and the back of your shoulder. Steady breathing. All right. And let's pull. Working that steady motion. Get a few more reps in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides and pull. Work on strengthening your upper back, your pulling muscles. These are all also key postural muscles. Engaging your core in that anti-rotation. Keep going. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to your overhead single arm press, seated or standing. Press up overhead, lower down, elbow stays pointed forward. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Work that steady motion, steady breathing. If you need an added challenge and you're standing, stand on your opposite leg. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Go up into your front rack and press. There we go. Keep up that steady motion, steady breathing. Elbow forward. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Push up and overs, single leg squats, or lunges. Take your pick and let's work them really well for a minute here. Let's move. Let's breathe. As I mentioned before, Monitor how you're feeling. That's both if you're getting tired. But if you feel like you have more energy in the tank, this is your round to let it out. Work it. If you got that fuel, that energy to move just a little bit faster, a little bit harder, if you have it in you. Vice versa, if you're getting tired, slowing down, listen to your body. Allow yourself to adjust the intensity as appropriate. I always have more energy, so I like to ramp it up. At the end, let's go. Let's move. Working your lunges, working your squats, working your push-ups. Let's go. Let's move. Let's breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Floor scrubbers, table scrubbers. Scrub everything. Put your towel out. Put your weight on top of the towel. And then slide that towel everywhere. All over the floor. Side to side. We're getting these floor scrubbers. Keep it going. Keep moving. If you feel like you don't have enough weight in your backpack, one thing you can do is push your hands into the ground as you drag it, the towel across the floor. The added pressure will add friction into the system and make it just a little bit harder. This is a way that you can add your own resistance to the motion. There you go. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Done. Slam balls. All right. This is the last bit. Like I said, if you have any fuel left, this is the time to spend it. Take your slam ball, set up in your long sit, sitting in a chair, or standing, and throw it side to side. Let's use that energy. Keep it going. Keep moving. Sitting, standing. Annoying your downstairs neighbors. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Whatever version you need, let's do it. Let's work it. Use the energy you got. Throw that towel down. Bring it all the way up over your head. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Woo! All right. Who's ready for a 5th round? I'm kidding. We're going to stretch after this.
We don't get a bonus round for your 100th class anniversary.
No, the bonus is the stretching.
Okay.
In Shavasana, because everyone loves Shavasana.
Everyone loves Shavasana.
All right. So, done with the circuit.
Woo!
Bring that energy down. We're going to stretch after this. So, you're going to want to be in a little bit more of a mellow mood when we stretch. Take all that type A energy and quill it down. Bring in your inner type B. Where's your inner beach? I'm a beach person. Some people are mountain people. I don't get those people. I like beaches. All right.
Doing it wrong.
All right. Let's get stretching. So you can do the stretching in either a chair or on the ground. We're going to be starting with some cat-cows. So if you like stretching on the ground, stay on the ground. If you're going to stretch in the chair, you can get set up in the chair. I'm going to show all variations of the stretches. All right, let me get this set. All right, so traditional cat-cow is going to be done on hands and knees. And then from here, you're going to start by going to the cow. So you're going to drop your belly towards the floor and looking up at the ceiling, inhaling. And then exhale, reverse it all. Bring your spine up towards the ceiling. Look at your belly button. And then inhale back to cow. Exhale, cat. Going back and forth. Wiggling out your spine. If you're going to do this in sitting, you have an option for long sit. Sitting up tall. You're going to put your hands on your knees as you inhale to the cow. You push your belly forward, look up at the ceiling, and then exhale, push your spine back behind you, look down at your belly button, and then flow. Go back and forth. And if you're going to be performing the stretches in the chair, sitting up tall, hands on your knees, you're going to inhale to the cow, pushing your belly forward, looking up at the ceiling. Exhale to the cat, push your spine back to the backrest of the chair, look down at your belly button, and then flow. Good. Take a couple more passes through the cat-cow. Easeful breathing. And then next, we have a split option. So the first option is a posterior cuff stretch, taking your right arm across your body and cradling it with your left hand, grabbing hold of your right elbow, and gently pulling your right arm across your body to stretch the muscles in the back of your shoulder. The other option is a knee hug. For the knee hug, you're going to be lying on the ground or sitting in a chair, and you're going to pull your right knee to your chest, and then let it go. Pull, stretch, and let it go. Whichever version fits your needs best is the one I want you working on. Working a gentle knee hug or a gentle posterior cuff stretch. Slow down your breathing. And then let's switch sides. So if you're doing a right-sided knee hug, you're going to do a left-sided knee hug. If you're doing a right-sided posterior cuff stretch, you're now going to do a left-sided posterior cuff stretch. Reaching your left arm across your body, take your right hand underneath, cradle the left arm, and then gently pull at your elbow to bring your left arm across your body. Get that stretch in the back of your left shoulder. Easeful breathing. All right. And then next we're going to do a little tricep bicep flow. For the tricep stretch, you're going to reach your arm over your head, like you're trying to scratch the back of your upper back. Get a little overpressure with your left hand to stretch out those triceps. And then we're going to flow, bring that hand down, reach it behind you into that bicep stretch. Get that stretch to the front of your arm, splay your fingers, and then flow between this tricep stretch and this bicep stretch. Going back and forth. Try to keep your chest squared up, especially for that bicep stretch. That helps to really emphasize the stretch through the front, down your biceps, and into your forearms. We're going to take a couple more passes. And then switch sides. Now stretching out that left side. Bring that tricep over your head, stretch your upper back, get that overpressure with your right hand. Flowing back and forth with the tricep stretch and then the bicep stretch. Splay those fingers wide as you reach behind you. That helps tension and engage all those muscles in the front of your body. Take a couple more passes. All right. And then next we're going to do a cactus flow. And then for our standing athletes, you have the option to add in a hip flexor stretch to this. So for that hip flexor stretch, you're going to have your left knee down, right leg up, and then push your hips forward to stretch out your left hip flexor. And then for the cactus flow, you're gonna take your arms up, put your palms and elbows together with your elbows bent at 90 degrees. This is the closed position. You're then going to inhale to an open cactus. Arms come out to the side, chest is wide, fingers point up, and then exhale, reach up overhead, touch your thumbs together, and then inhale, back to cactus, exhale, close in the front. All right, if you're doing the hip flexor stretch, switch sides. So now the right knee should be down, left leg is up. We're gonna push the hips forward to get that stretch in your right hip flexor, and then continue with your cactus flow. With that cactus, you get a nice stretch in the front and a squeeze in the back. Two more passes. All right, wiggle things out a little bit. We are going to finish up with some good old Shavasana. For that Shavasana, for those of you who are going to do it seated in a chair, I'm going to have you scoot forward in your chair so your butt is towards the front. And you have some space between you and your backrest. Then you're going to lean back on your backrest or up against the wall. And then allow your arms to just hang by the side. Relax. Now, for those of us who are going to take the more traditional version of Shavasana on the ground, you're going to lie down on your back. Allow your legs to sit wherever is comfortable and bring your arms out to the side. And I want you to remember that belly breathing that we started with at the beginning of today's class. As you inhale, your belly should rise. As you exhale, your belly should fall. Bring that attention and awareness back to your breathing. Allow everything to slow down. Close your eyes. And allow your fingers, your toes, your hands and your feet to become heavy and sink into the floor. Follow that heaviness up your arms to your elbows and up your legs into your knees. Allow those parts to become heavy and sink down. And going a little further up the chain, allowing your shoulders and your hips to open but still be heavy and sink. And then transition the rest of your body, your spine, down into the earth beneath you, starting at as low as you can from your sacrum to your low back, to your mid back, your upper back, shoulder blades, your low neck, lastly with the last bit of your neck and your head. Allow your whole body to sink into the ground. And slowly bring attention back to your fingertips and your toes. Start to wiggle them around, gently feeling them as you roll your fingertips along each other, as you roll your toes over each other. Start to add a little rotation in your wrists and your ankles. Add a little movement, some bending in your elbows and your knees. Then start to roll through your shoulders and your hips. Whatever directions are good. Then continue that rolling into the rest of your spine. Start to wiggle around like a worm. In whatever positions and movements feel good, wiggle in and out of those. And sit on up, open your eyes. All right. I see people popping up. No one fell asleep, I don't think. Maybe I finally got Jorge to fall asleep.
No, not this time again.
Awake. Oh. Okay. Good job today, everybody.
Thank you, Brent.
Thank you.
How are you all feeling after this workout?
Good.
Excellent. All right. What was challenging? Oh, your doggo is there, Bonnie. I like that.
We just got him this weekend, actually.
Oh, that's your new one?
Yeah, we rescued him. He's 12.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sammy. He's pretty awesome. Come here.
Well,
Can you sit? Sit. That's a good boy. Very good. Yeah.
Dogs
Anyway,
are the better place.
I agree.
All right.
Floor scrubbers are harder than I think when I lift up out of my chest more.
Super hard.
Yeah, it's a great way to activate your core. What was challenging about today's workout?
Just the floor scrubbers.
Those floor scrubbers?
Mhm.
I have a really hard time with the front rack position because I also get like a tweaky shoulder thing, and it's just like, yeah, I just find that position really difficult. Like a side position is easier, but
You might benefit from working on improving your rotator cuff mobility.
probably.
But if you can get that front rack position, that is the cleanest biomechanical press that you can do.
Okay.
Alleviate, it creates more space in your shoulder.
Okay.
If you have that available. So that's why I always emphasize that.
Okay. Cool. I'll work on it.
And what felt good about today?
I did squats without holding on the whole time to something. That's a major improvement for me. Yeah. I've been feeling a lot stronger overall and been able to get on and off the floor easier. This has been such a gift. Thank you so much.
Yeah, getting up off the floor is an essential life skill. All right, good. So this was class number 100. So I will be taking a break from teaching Adaptive Fit for the rest of this year. I'm just kind of reevaluating my life because I've been doing way too many things. But this has been a fun ride. I'm glad that we were able to come together and create an online community around fitness. I love it. There is that silver lining of a global pandemic. In some ways you get isolated, in other ways you get more connected.
True.
All right. So, without further ado, thank you all for being a part of this.
Thank you.
No matter if you were here from the very beginning or you just tagged on at the very end. That's okay. I just want people involved, staying active, and having fun in the process. All right, you guys. I will probably be sending out some emails and surveys later on, just to keep you guys in the loop as to what I'm doing, all the cool things I might be doing in the near future. So stay posted. I'm not done. I'm just taking a break.
Good for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
And
Happy holidays.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.